What are the three big market moving themes at the moment? Let's take a look. So, number one, there's a lot of talk about an AI bubble. People are worried that some of the more mid cap to low cap AI companies have been overblown, overhyped, that the valuations are out of control and they don't make sense. Now, we're not talking about the big names like Microsoft or Google. We're really talking about the more mid cap, low cap companies. Now, lots of these companies have pulled back a lot in the last few days and weeks. Some have pulled back upwards of 20, 30% from their all-time high, but you still need to take into account that in the last 12 months, lots of these companies are up over 100 or 200%. Is it a bubble? Will it burst? Only time will tell. Number two, all eyes on the Fed, so the Federal Reserve. People are wondering, will they cut interest rates in December or will they keep rates the same? Initially, it was thought that they would cut in December, but in the last meeting, Jerome Powell, the president of the Federal Reserve, signaled that it would highly depend on the data, highly depend on inflation and employment reports. And so the market kind of cooled off since then because now we're not too sure, will we get a rate cut or not? Rate cut would be good, would send the market up. No cut would kind of be sluggish. That means they're going to wait and see what happens to inflation. Number three, the government shutdown. Now, government has reopened, but we have a backlog of economic data that we did not get. Now, typically, the Bureau of Labor Statistics releases economic data, such as how is employment doing, how is inflation doing, and they release these every month. Now, we haven't gotten those numbers for September and October. So the backlog is slowly trickling out. And as I mentioned earlier, the Fed will determine if they will cut rates based on these numbers. So the market's a bit jittery, waiting for those numbers, waiting to see what happens with employment and inflation mainly. If inflation is higher, that would be bad, less chances of a cut. And if employment is really doing poorly, then they may lean towards cutting, even though inflation is slightly high. Only time will tell. We'll have to wait and see what the Fed does and what the data looks like. If you enjoyed this type of content, please check out my YouTube channel and subscribe. Thanks. Have a good day.